Hey guys, it's Chloe. First video in the new apartment and I'm so excited. I absolutely love it here. Anyway, last month's video was about epic con stories. This one's about the, well, not epic stories. The fails. Let's start with the time that I overheated in cosplay. It was the first day of Anime Next 2014, my then boyfriend's first 3-day convention, and I was Edward Elric. It was the most expensive cosplay that I would ever put together, totaling $200, but that was because I commissioned the sand spear from the first episode. The day started off great. I ran into 2 Winries within the first hour of the con and took pictures with them. One of them said to me, "I didn't expect to see any Edward cosplayers at this con." I soon found out why. For those of you who haven't been before, Anime Next takes place in June, right as the summer heat sets in. A common convention tip is to stay hydrated and take breaks if you're wearing a heavier costume, but I didn't think my cosplay was that heavy. I wasn't wearing armor or a fursuit, just an extra layer or 2, so I figured I should have been fine until around dinner time. I was not fine. It was around lunchtime when the heat began to set in. Air conditioning was blasting through the convention center, but as more people arrived and the space filled up, it began to grow very stuffy. I hadn't felt anything all morning because I was moving around, but next thing you know, whenever I stopped for a photo or to look at anything in the dealer's room, I could feel myself sweating underneath Ed's long red coat. My pleather pants stuck to my legs as if they were painted on, and my head burned from the braided wig that dug into my scalp. I almost became jealous of my boyfriend for the t-shirt and basketball shorts that were the basis for his cosplay. He was a gender bent Seija from the Toho Project games, if you've ever played them. To top it off, my boots had malfunctioned and come undone right on the con floor, so that sucked. At that point, I was done with this cosplay. As soon as we checked into our hotel room, I peeled off every layer and just face planted onto the bed. Then I got back up and threw on a very half-assed miso mane that I had brought for backup. I eventually fixed the boots for Edward, but despite that I never wore the cosplay again. I figured I'd save it for a winter convention where the weather actually worked for that cosplay, except that I pretty much only go to summer cons. I actually threw away the boots while packing up to move along with some other old cosplay pieces. This is partially why I gravitate towards cosplays with midriffs or other skin showing now, because they are way more comfortable in the heat, especially now that I'm living in Florida of all states. Anyway, moving on. Since Liberty City Anime Con is coming up, I'll tell a story from last year's convention. It was the first one I went to since creating my page and whatnot. A few hours into the convention on Friday, I lost my camera. I was shooting candid footage for my show that I did for my school's television station back in college. As you may know, that was how Con Chronicles started. I was filming, and then a few people stopped me for photos, and the next thing you know, it's gone. I went to con security, hotel security, and anyone else who stopped me for pictures right before I lost it. I was freaking out. But the staff members were so on the ball with it and started looking right away. One of them did actually find it, then handed it off to someone at registration, and then eventually my camera made its way to con ops. I got it back towards the end of the night and I was able to go back to enjoying the con. While staff were often complained about at conventions, the Liberty City staff were great. A huge fail for me, but this was definitely a win for them. Those are just a few of my cringeworthy con stories, but there are others. Feel free to tell me some of your own con stories in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow me on my other social media channels. Bye guys!